Hey, welcome to day 9 of this 15 days of sharing. Getting closer to the end. Kind of mixed feelings about ending it. Happy that I won't have to talk in front of the camera, but I think it's been an interesting experiment so far. I'll try to sum it up probably in the last day. So today I'm going to talk about money. Kind of a sensitive issue, I think, with most people, or I mean, I don't know. So money and like how I think about money, and maybe kind of like how it's worked in our marriage. So my wife, high school sweetheart, so we kind of grew up together and took many years, but we learned how to handle money together. I'm the saver, she's the spender. I've always been really afraid to spend money. Um, I'm always trying to plan for the future and feel as though like I have to save everything for some inevitable disaster that's never gonna come. But uh, but yeah, so we spent a lot of years working through that, and we came to a really healthy relationship with money, together as a couple, as a married couple. And then her cancer hit, and that changed everything. Um, More than just money, but I would say our whole marriage kind of started over. We had to, it really changed both of us in different ways, and we've had to learn how to kind of live together again and to work together as a team where, you know, we with money specifically, our goals kind of shifted where, I'm still thinking one way and she's kind of thinking another way. So we've had to learn to come together and kind of agree on a compromise. And that's taken a lot of work. And I would say we're still kind of in the middle of that and still working through that. But one thing that has definitely changed, um, the way that I think about money, the way I feel about money, is after we had gone through everything with her treatment and just kind of like this life altering thing that happened to us, is we really had to sit down and figure out, okay, what are we going to do about this particular part and aspect of our lives with money. um, it's sometimes not a comfortable thing to talk about, but it is something that I think is really important for everybody to figure out what relationship they want with money, because it is next to time, it's going to be our next biggest resource that we want to use well, right? And that looks different for everybody. Some people may want a ton of it, some people may want a little of it, some people may want to save it all, some people may want to spend it all, some people may want to, whatever, buy, something into their hobby and spend all their money in there. And I think it's important for us to really figure out what it is that we personally want to do with our money, so that way it never controls us, but we always control it and get from it what we want. So that way we're never chasing this elusive goal of like, well, I just need more and I'll feel better, or whatever the case may be. Because if you don't know what that focus is going to be for your money, one, you'll never know if you do need more, or if you can actually live on less, and two, it'll just kind of just vanish. It'll just go away, and you'll look back and you'll have regrets. So what we came to the conclusion of, and at least for me, what I feel most strongly about with how I want to use my money now, and every decision that I make when I choose to give a dollar, to spend a dollar, is it going to fall into the two things that I now value most, and that's time and experiences. So there is some overlap with them, but for me, um, if I buy this thing, pay this bill, do whatever this thing is this going to give me more time to do the things that I really want to do in my life now? Like, will I have more time with Ariana? Will I have more time with the kids? Will I have more time with friends? Will I have more time to work on things that fulfill me and invigorate me and ultimately lead to a better life. So I do put health into that because, the thought would be, well, it gives me more, maybe not a longer life, which, I mean, statistically it will, but maybe not. But it will at least give me a more energetic life, which will then give me more time because I will be less time being tired and groggy and lethargic, and hopefully the health issues will be diminished. So time's a huge thing. If I buy or do this thing, will this give me more time doing the things that I really want out of life? And then the second one, which is really huge, is experience. I've I now value paying for experiences more than I do things. And this isn't better or worse than whatever somebody else may want, but for me personally, I would I am willing to spend money if I can on something that will give me an experience that I want out of life. So for instance, last night, which is why I didn't do a video, me and Ariana and my wife went and we stayed at a hotel. And we just spent the night together, just us, no kids, no nothing. And we just got to spend time together with no distraction, no work, no thinking about anything else. And to me, that was completely worth spending the money on. As to buying a thing, something that wouldn't have given me that experience, going on vacations if I can do that, whatever it is, or if it's, the kids duathlon that they do at school, like to me, that's worth spending money on. That's an experience that the kids get to have and I get to have with them. So these are the things now that like frame my decisions when it comes to money is, will this give me an experience that's going to add to my life, the things that I want to? So time with the kids or with Ariana, see they overlap. Is this going to give me an experience of learning about new cultures because that's something that I really want to do and I want to be exposed to these things? Is this going to give me, a good experience with friends, so going out to dinner, or it doesn't have to be anything crazy or big. It's just, is this an experience that I want in my life that's going to enrich it more than having some thing that will be enjoyable but it won't give me those experiences? So it's important to me to have this framework because I do love gadgets and technology, and like I would be so tempted to spend, if I have the money to spend it on that stuff, and I really need to stop myself, and now I can by saying, is this thing going to give me an experience that I want? And if not, then I need to seriously think about, then is it worth it to spend the money on? Is this going to give me the time that I need to do the things that I want? And if not, then I need to really think about if I should be putting my dollars there. So that's it. I've always actually loved dealing with money and budgeting and learning about like all different like methods of how you handle money and different things like that. So this has been something that's really positive in my life. I've always had I feel like a pretty positive view of a relationship with money. So I'm glad that I can talk about something positive too. I don't want anybody to walk away from these videos thinking that like I just walk around all day with my head down and life is miserable. Like I am exposing some heavy things that I deal with or that may seem really heavy. But my life isn't ruled by these things, right? Like I have good moments and I have bad moments just like everybody. And this is one of those positive things. And especially now, and some of these really hard life experiences that I've gone through have made money that much, my relationship that much better. And certainly my wife has helped because she's the spender, I'm the saver. She's helped me loosen up and come to an even better relationship with money. So that's all I got for you tonight. All right, take care.